We're going to try it again here on the Artist Spotlight from Rocklahoma with POD in the nice cool weather this time after you guys went through the very hot Radio Row out there. Guys, how you doing?
Good, man.
Real good.
Thanks for coming on the show. Like I said, I was talking to Woo. Some bands I just interview because I interview them because of my job, and then there's bands that I really like, and I really, really like you guys. Talk about the new record. You guys are certainly, that's your job to promote this record, but why is this one different to you? Why maybe is it, you know, you've got your life in records. You basically commit a portion of your life to a record.
Yeah.
Why is this one so significant? And I think this might be one of your most important.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like Trey said, we've been around 20 years, and we've been to the mountaintop and back. We've seen all the red carpet and the Lear jets, and you know, dealt with radio and major labels, and it was, you know, our choice to take a break. You know, some people call that a rock and roll suicide, but it's like, you know, you look around you. To me, this is suicide when it's the same old thing. You were just talking about whether hair makes the band. Everybody's got the dreads. Everybody's tatted now. You know, they get their whole bodies tatted in 2 days, and it's like it's just it becomes a scene. Whereas we've been a part of it for so long, and we were more birthed from a music that had passion and soul, and it was like this is more of a lifestyle than anything.
Right.
It's not a scene, and so for us, taking away time allowed us to focus on what means the most. And so, you know, there's no pot of gold to chase in rock and roll anymore. It's like you either do it because you love it or you don't,
Sure.
or you actually, you know, are relevant and have meaning in what you do, or you just out here being puppets like everybody else. So I think we finally did this record. It speaks, we love it, and we can't wait for people to hear it. And it's just authentic, true, original POD.
Is it more honest? Are we going like all the way back to Brown? Honest?
I mean, you know what? If
Do we remember Brown?
Yeah, no. Since you mentioned Brown, I mean that's 20 years of history. If these trendy rock and roll kids do their history, they know from '92 that we had DJs and we incorporated reggae and hardcore and hip hop and punk rock. We are all those things. It's not like, oh, let's do this now because it's hip, or let's wear Vans now because it's hip, or Chucks, or Dickies. You know what I mean? Or
Yep.
it's just, this is what we've always done. It's a lifestyle, and so it's a collaboration of all that together. I think at its best.
You guys are fashion forward. I think that's really what we're getting to.
It just goes back and loops back again. You know.
How many times you guys have made actual lifelong believers and eternity believers out of people at places like this, where there's, I'm gonna say, few to start?
Well, you know, already just walking around going to catering stuff, there's guys that were like, this one cat, he's a soldier, you know, and he's back and he's actually taking pictures, and he's like, yo, I saw you guys at Lollapalooza like in '93, San Diego, and he's just like, dude, and you know, and he's sitting there and he's got his drink and stuff, you know, and his camera, and he was like, but you know what, I've always, you know, believed, man, I'm a believer, and your guys' music has always, you know, made me strong. And it's like, that's cool, like we actually have this history, you know. And just recently at another show, a guy's like, dude, I stopped doing all meth and all these drugs I heard Alive, and it's like, that's why I love your band. And it was like, we don't have no control of that. And that's why we always felt, like Wolf said, no matter what's going on in the band, we've always felt like we're a part of something that's bigger than just rock and roll, or you know, our own strengths and weaknesses. It's like this music speaks and it transcends to people, and we believe that that's God just telling these kids and everybody, hey, I love you and I got you on my mind, you know, and these are my boys and they're playing my music, you know. And it's never been more deeper than that, you know. It's just like, we just love what we do, and we're grateful that we get to play music.
Even about your hair, you know, I remember something like you wrote out some long thing about how your hair meant so much more to you than what people, you know, just looking at it. I can't remember when you wrote that, but it was something.
I didn't write it. It was people were asking me, so I did this kind of little FaceTime interview, and it was just like, dude, it was that was always for me, you know. And when I was going through my own personal stuff, so I was like, you know, I just strip clean. Like, this isn't my identity, you know what I mean? And then plus it is trendy, you know. It's like, this is old tattoos, these are old dreadlocks, old piercings, this is old punk rock. Like, now it's just, like I said, it's I mean, look at our tattoos. Our tattoos are garbage. You know what I mean? But that's because we had. We had dudes that didn't know what they're doing with the guitar strings. Saying, "Let me, you know."
Marcos is trying it right on you, right there, right?
I have proof. I don't want to show it.
Yeah. You look at these tattoos. There's like $1 million. You're like, man, that's so beautiful. Ours is garbage.
I wish we would have got tattooed that with real art.
I wish I was an OG and waited all my life. You know?
So if you guys could give, you've probably given it a million times, but if you could give one message about your music and what you want people to get out of it, it is?
Ah, wow. That's a good one.
Tough one. That was it right there. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
No.
Everybody's leaves.
You know, man, it's I think our music is as authentic as it can be, and it best represents who we are as 4 guys in the band and POD. And also, man, I think the message would be just one love, man. You know what I'm saying? Just good vibes, good energy, man. I mean, it's life is not always that freaking bad and that serious. Mm-hmm. Although it is sometimes, man. But I mean, I think our message is definitely to, chill out.
I want to add a little bit to that. We're a band also that doesn't really take ourselves too serious. Mm-hmm. We take ourselves serious to some extent, but we know how to enjoy life and have fun, man. And I think that's a misperception with Christian bands and even like satanic bands. Mm-hmm. It takes themselves so serious that when they walk off stage, it's like, hey, homie, let me knock that little upside down cross off your face, dude. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. Like, let's chill out and have some catering. You know what I'm saying? I grew up to King Diamond and Slayer and all that, but dude, leave it on stage.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
Marco, that's a good thing. Like, I think the world and like audience, they give us too much power, but also that's a rock and roll thing where people want that and they crave that. Where it's like, yo, we've just been honest and open about our faith, and then all of a sudden the Christian community wants superheroes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, yo, it's just we're just walking just like everybody else. You know what I mean? But we also happen to be 4 badasses that are like, yo, I know what I believe in. You know what I mean? And if someone wants to come up and say something, we're always gonna speak our hearts. But then you see the phoniness, like you said, of these guys walking around, their faces painted, and they want to be all this evil. And it's like, dude, you grow up, you're probably a pastor's kid, first of all. But PK, represented to the fullest, and but you probably grew up with mommy, daddy with money, and it's like, and now you're all of a sudden this rebellious against the world. It's like, that's been done, it's over. That's just followers. That's not punk rock. Punk rock is stand up for something that's real, and when the rest of the world doesn't stand up for it or get it, and we've always been saying, yo, we play Ozfest, we play with all these bands, and I just love God, dude, and it just comes out in my music. And if you got a problem with that, I really don't care. Yeah. And if Christians have problems, I really don't care.
Exactly.
I wish you well. God bless you.
I thought you were getting your super close up right there.
See that?
Oh yeah, nice.
Watch this video and you'll see what's up.
It's a must.
HR and Bad Brains don't.
Bad Brains live at CBGB 1982 for most of the people here. Half of them probably haven't even been born yet at that point.
I was only 8 years old when this came out, but it has influenced all of us.
Look at this.
That's
when it was real.
And roots, rock, and reggae. Marcos will do a live narration.
Now
they
don't sell that. They don't sell that at Hot Topic, so you won't find it there, guys.
You actually have to bin search for that.
But guys, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it. Throw on the DVDs. I thought they were so precious to you, and they influenced you just out the door.
It's just a case.
But
it's punk rock.
That's true. That's true. All right, guys, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it. We're gonna see your live set coming up next.
Thanks, brother.
passion.